Hey guys, what's up? It's Ashlyn here. Yes, I look a little different. I'm just letting my hair do its all natural thing. I may look like maybe a little bit of a hot mess, but it's totally fine. We don't care about that. Anyway, this is going to be our September book haul. Wow, y'all, September is already here. Can you believe it? Like, we only have a few months left until the end of the year. It's unreal. Anyway, so the color is going to be like a navy blue or any type of blue that you can find. Um, so there's that. Every time I do a video, somebody has to interrupt. Um, Everybody always passes on these. I'm so irritated right now. I just lost out on $75. I need a minute. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I've been selling off my books and things like that slowly but surely. And then my boyfriend informs to tell me, oh, babe, you don't have to do that. It's totally fine. And I'm just like, now you tell me after I just unhauled 160 books. Whatever. Anyway, let's just get into this TBR. Yeah. I don't remember the prompt. Hold on. I might have it somewhere. You ever have that moment where you think you know where something is, and you're like, yes, I found it, I got it, and then you just can't find it? That's how my brain's been lately. Like, I know where everything is, I just can't remember where exactly it all is. The only other thing I can think to do is look up on Storygraph, but I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Possibly. I have been watching a lot of movies and reading a lot. At least 300 pages a day, so that's always good, I guess. It is not in here for some reason. 1 second. Okay, so if you guys aren't familiar with what I'm trying to find and I'm trying to talk about is the group that I follow on here. It's a reading challenge, and it's by Books and Lala. She is one of my top favorites. No, that's not it. That's not it. Shoot. Buzzword Reading Challenge 2022. 1 second. Okay, so the prompt that we have to complete for September's buzzword is a book with light or dark in the title. Light, dark, or words associated such as shadow, bright, darkness, highlight, and shine. Now, I've already completed this one. Go me. I used The Girl Who Chased the Moon, I'll Be Gone in the Dark, and All the Bright Places. Now, there's so many other ones that you can do. It's... So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so first we have, this one does not go with the Buzzwordathon or anything. It goes with the Bookstones of the Month color, which is the blue. This is called Don't Look by Alexandra Ivy. I have no idea what this is about. I know it deals with some type of murder. As always, my books are usually more crime-based than anything. It says, if you're on his list, you're as good as dead. In red letters on the back. And then there's like little things in between. Basically, the father is a father calls about a serial killer, just an old man's delusions, but the body count doesn't lie. In this quiet town, a monster stalks and kills, and soon Lynn's will be the last name on his list. I don't know. It sounds good, though. It looks fun. Now, this next one, you guys can be like, oh my gosh, finally. Ashlyn, finally. And you're right. A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Brigid Kemmerer. You see, I have not started the Curse Breaker series yet. So, this is going to be my first dive into it, and I'm excited about it. I have no idea what it's about. I don't want to know what it's about. I'm going to go into it completely blind. Somebody had said something about, I don't even know. Some type of fairy tale. I'm not sure, but if you look at this K right here, it's a dagger. Like, can you guys see that? I just noticed that, and it's got filigree on it and everything, and thorns, and darkness is one of our words, so it goes for both. Next, I have Pretty Baby by Mary Kubica, and as you see, yes, I have already started reading this. I only made it 27 pages in, though, and I put it down. I can't remember if it was because it was, like, really hard-hitting or what, but we're going to try and pick it back up. This is by the best-selling author of The Good Girl, which I still have not read myself. Look at me. Anyway, it says, her husband and daughter are horrified when Heidi returns home one day with a young woman named Willow and her 4-month-old baby in tow. Disheveled and apparently homeless, this girl could be a criminal or worse. Nevertheless, Heidi invites Willow and the baby to take refuge in their home, despite her family's objections. As clues into Willow's past begin to surface, Heidi is forced to decide how far she's willing to go to help a stranger. What starts as an act of kindness quickly spirals into an unrelenting web of lies and a story far more twisted than anyone could have anticipated. Sounds fun. Next, we have our first smutty book on this list that we know of 100% because it comes from my romance reveal book box, and that is Treacherous. Ooh, it's Treacherous by Alex Grayson and Melissa Toppin. I have no idea what this is about. Basically, senior was not going how I planned. It was supposed to be an amazing year, the perfect year. And it started out that way until my mom remarried and I found myself in a new town at a new school and living with quite possibly the most conniving person I had ever met. But my horrible stepbrother wasn't even the worst part. It was his best friend, Zayden Michaels. Gorgeous, unpredictable, treacherous. The kind of guy who sends most sane people running in the opposite direction. He hated me from the first moment he saw me. He made it his mission to make sure I knew it too. I became the target, the bullied, until suddenly I wasn't anymore. But in a world of rumors, games, and deceit, you never really know who you can trust. Sometimes the best deceptions are the ones you never see coming. So this sounds like my best friend's my stepbrother's best friend type romance, kind of like Ugly Love is for Colleen Hoover's book. Never know. Next, we have Freaks by Amanda Hocking. I have no idea what this is about. I picked up this book from Dollar Tree like months ago. It says, when all your friends are misfits, how do you figure out where you belong? And that's all it says. It says it's fiction. Step inside a wondrously strange new world. It looks like it's going to be like taking place at a fair or a circus of some sort. Next, we have The Hunting Wives by May Cobb. This is a book of the month book. Yes, I started reading this one as well. And I made it to I made it to chapter 8, which is on page 43. So I almost made it through into the 3 days later section, if you can see that. So I must really like it if I read that much already in one sitting. I have no idea what it's about. I think it deals with a group of wives that go on like a killing spree of some sort, I believe, maybe. The Honey Wives share more than target practice, martinis, and bad behavior in this novel: obsession, seduction, and murder. Okay, so yeah, that's all we need to know. Next, I have, this one's going to be really, 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 really difficult, and that is Michelle Knight in Life After Darkness, Finding Healing and Happiness After the Cleveland Kidnappings. She's now known as Lily Rose Lee. So it's going to be really hard to read. I can already tell you, like, that whole kidnapping scenario was so terrifying. From Michelle Knight, the first of 3 women abducted by notorious Cleveland kidnapper Ariel Castro, comes an inspirational book about hope and healing after years of unimaginable abuse. Dr. Phil blurbed it and says, in my 12 years of doing the Dr. Phil show, no one has changed me like Michelle Knight and her story of survival. So this is her story of survival and how she is thriving in this day and age. And then the last book we have on this list, which I know is super fast, surprise, is Everything We Didn't Say by Nicole Baart. This is also another book of the month. I have no idea what this is about. It says one night changed everything. Juniper Baker was 19 when her world was torn apart. As fireworks lit up the summer sky, her neighbors were brutally murdered right outside their barn, and to Juniper's horror, her younger brother became the prime suspect. In an instant, everything she loved fell away. She escaped, pledging never to return. Until now. Officially, Juniper is back in town to help a friend, but really she's here to repair her relationship with her teenage daughter, the source of her deepest regret, and to solve the infamous Murphy murders. As history begins to repeat itself, and a dogged local true crime podcaster starts sniffing around, the race to the truth puts past and present on a dangerous collision course, except this time it's her daughter's life that hangs in the balance. Oof. This came out in 2021, so we're going to give it a try. I felt like it would be, like, really good. It's blue. This one deals with darkness. This one's blue. This one's blue. This one's blue. This one's blue. This one is both blue and darkness. And this one is blue. So we have our, little things going there. So we'll go ahead and give those a try. It's a small little stack. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, 8 books this month. Let's see if I can get the thumbnail ready. That is horrible. Hopefully it gets it better. Okay. Anyway, that is our little to go for, September and everything. And I'm really excited for it. Now, at some point, I'm going to pick more blue books. As you can see, there are plenty more blue books behind me, at least with blue spines, as we can see. There is Ugly Love I could have grabbed. There's How Lucky I could have grabbed. There's a bunch of other stuff I can't see because I'm blind. Oh, there we go. There is Anything But Ordinary. The Summer of No Attachments. It's a book down there I can't see. There's a book called, I don't know. I picked up another one here recently. Oh, and this one would kind of go too, because it's got blue underwear on it. Okay, now if you are under the age of 17 or you get really ticked off by skinny people, click off this video now. Because this next book I'm going to show you is a little inappropriate in a way, I guess, but it really, really, really caught my interest at Dollar Tree. Okay, so this is Ultra Luminous by Catherine Faw. I have no idea what this is about, but, look at that cover. If you guys can see it, she has a freaking pistol, and she's wearing Galaxy underwear, and she's, naked. It caught my attention, okay? It says, girlfriend, prostitute, addict, terrorist, who is K? Ultra Luminous, the daring new novel from Catherine Faw, tells us this scintillating, sharp story of money, sex, and power. A high-end, girlfriend-experienced prostitute has just returned to her native New York City after more than a decade abroad in Dubai with a man she recalls only as the Sheikh. But it's unclear exactly why she's come back. Did things go badly for her? Does she have scores to settle? Regardless, she has quickly made herself at home. She set up a rotation of clients, all of them in finance, each of whom has different delusions of how he is important to her. And she's also met a man whom she doesn't charge, a damaged former Army Ranger back from Afghanistan. Her days are strangely orderly, a repetition of dinners, personal grooming, museum exhibitions, sex, drugstore sushi, cosmology, I don't know what that is, sex, gallery shows, nightclubs, heroin, sex, and art films, which soothe her. She finds a pattern comforting, but does she really believe it's sustainable, or did the barely discernible rifts in her routine suggest that something else is percolating under the surface? Could she succumb to one of her bankers, or do those supposed rifts suggest a pattern within the pattern, a larger scheme she's not showing us, a truth that won't be revealed until we can see everything? Basically, she sounds like a total badass. And as I always show you, it's just a blank cover under the dust jacket, so we'll just leave that one on because I kind of like that. It's kind of badass. I love it. It's different, anyway, that is everything that I'm going to be reading in a new book for you guys. So I hope that you enjoy this. If you did, go and click that like button. Otherwise, if there's a book on here that really interests you, let me know. Maybe we can get it and buddy read together. How cool would that be, right? All right, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.